bitch, no counterfeit. When I walk through bed, it's lit. I'm so pretty, bitch. Hair and makeup done by Lily, bitch. Not so thick, but your nigga love the way my titties sit. Not a city chick.
We're getting straight into things today, guys. Here is my braid pattern for a side part sew-in, specifically a closure side part sew-in. So this is just how I like to braid my hair or have my braids look. And then I'm gonna go straight into putting on the cap for the closure. I like to take my closure and just make sure I am going to put the glue exactly where I need to for the ball cap method. And then I'm gonna go ahead and line off, pretty much trace her hairline with the glue. You know what I always do. I like to go ahead and trace the hairline with the glue so it gives me time. It gives me something to do while the glue is drying. So even though I won't be the glue won't be fully dry by the time I'm finished with this, it goes ahead and gives the glue a head start. So I do that, and then I'll probably work on the closure a little bit while I wait for the glue to completely dry clear. See right here, sometimes when you're sewing, your thread can get discombobulated and it just gets all knotted up and all that good stuff. I didn't want to cut this part out, so I just want to show you guys what realistically goes on when you're working on a client. So I just sit there and I take my time and just try to work the knot out or whatever is going on with the thread. I try to sit there and work whatever it is out, and I just keep it pushing.
YouTube Music Premium is dedicated to you. During your dinner party with friends and family, on long drives without a signal, and when your phone screen's locked. It's full of exciting features that make you feel like you're with the band, that help you find the music.
Okay, so now I'm going to be adding my foundation to the cap, and I already added the foundation to the back of the lace. So we're just sitting here, we're just adding it, making sure that it's completely covering the cap and it's really nice and not saturated, but I guess covered. I'm going to take my alcohol, 91% alcohol, and make sure I clean off that area really good. And I'm taking my Walker's tape, skin protectant, and applying that as well. And I'm just going to start applying my dots of glue. I'm using the rat tail or the middle part of my comb to really smooth the layer of glue out. You really want to make sure that you smooth the layer really even, and you don't want to use too much glue. Using thin layers really does help, and it also speeds up the drying process between the layers as well. So the thinner the layers, the quicker you're able to apply multiple layers and to lay the lace down. So and just make sure you guys don't try to put too much glue, and if you do use a lot of glue, just make sure that you really smooth it out as flat as possible. You really want it all to be even, so then it all dries evenly. Once my fourth layer of glue dries, I'm going to go ahead and take my time and just apply the lace to the glue. I like to take it when it comes to closures. I like to start from one side, lay one side of the glue at the edge in the lace and just make sure I have it laid in there, and then I just take it and I stretch it and pull it nice and tight, gently but tight. And I like to stretch it to the other side and making sure that I press it into the glue. I do give myself a little bit of room above, apply the lace a little bit above the lace of the glue. Excuse me. I take my time and apply the lace a little bit above the glue so that I have I can have some room to actually cut off some jagged edges. and probably just a little bit of old lace when it comes to reusing laces. She just wanted one swoop when it came to this install, so I just gave her that one little swoop on the side. I'm going to go ahead and sew her down the back, and then I'm going to begin to work on the baby hair and all that good stuff. Okay, so I have a tip for you guys, and that is just the way that I make sure that I sew my closures down flat. And all I do is just make sure that I pull and stretch the closure down in the back, making sure that it is going to lay flat once I sew it, and then I take my time and sew one side at a time. Sewing one side at a time will make sure and ensure that you have the nicest, neatest, and flattest closure ever. I promise you. Try it out, let me know how it works, but sewing one side at a time is literally heaven sent. Now right here, what I'm beginning to do is I'm beginning to prep her to go under the dryer. I like to, because when I lay my closures down, the hair in the front is pretty much how I want it to lay and sit. So I make sure I put some pins right there, group the hair up in the back. I like to grab 2 satin wrap strips, and then I'm taking my Lotta Body foaming mousse or foaming wrap, and I'm going to apply that right where I had to apply the glue, and just right there for that baby hair, just so it can go ahead and get used to being pressed forward. I like to take my satin strip and fold it up pretty thin, just to the width of the glue, and tie it down really tight. I'm going to take a second one. I usually take 2 and tie it down super tight, and then I will sit my client under the dryer for about 15 minutes. Once she is out of the dryer, I went ahead and cut that baby hair. I'm going to take my miniature flat iron and just make sure that I curl the hair nice and really neatly. And then I'm going to take my black gel, my Black and Pro styling gel, to set the baby hair and just make sure that it's nice and in place. Now, okay, I'm going to let y'all know something. Since I have recorded this video, I have tried a new gel that we need to be using for the baby hairs, that we need to be using, period. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Arrogant Tay, he don't miss. Arrogant Tay don't miss. That glue literally has changed my installs for forever, and it's also making me want to try doing glueless installs with that gel. So I'm really excited. And the video after this, I will show you guys the gel and you guys will know what I'm talking about. But in this video, I just used my Black and Pro styling gel to get the baby hair to be all nice and smooth and nice and neat. I always take my time with that. And what I did was I sewed her, tied her back down. Actually, I didn't, I'm so sorry. I did not have any more satin strips. I used my last one. That's probably why I didn't use 2 in the video. So I just took her scarf and tied her hair down. And then I just began the sewing process. She was doing the side part. She didn't really want the hair that much in her face. So I just made sure I sewed the hair going to the side. So that is what we are doing. So I hope you guys enjoy the sewing process. Now that we're done with that, I'm going to take my Fantasia's Frizz Buster Serum and just apply that all throughout the hair. She wanted to wear her hair in its natural wave, so that's what we're going to do. I like to go crazy with the Fantasia's Frizz Busters. Then I'm just taking my water bottle, and spraying it a little bit of water throughout the hair, and then I'm just literally gonna go to town on the hair with all my Lotta Body mousse, and I will repeat the same thing on the closure, and then you guys will see the finishing style. Okay. I really hope you guys have been enjoying the few work videos that I have been posting. It's been hard to get them out, but nonetheless they are out. More videos of me personally will be coming back soon. You know, I just hope you guys enjoy all the videos that I will be putting out and trying to put out in the mix. But yes, y'all, we are styling her up now. I'm about to begin to do her closure. And again, I'm repeating the same exact steps I'll be taking in my Fantasia's. Oh, I lied. We are going to take my Care wax stick and hot comb this hair to perfection, baby. That's what we finna do. We finna make sure that all the tracks and everything are covered. We're going to make sure that everything is flat and just hitting on everything. No flyaways. That's really what the Care wax stick is for flyaways. But it also just really helps with pressing the hair out. I don't know what it does, but it does what it needs to do. Okay, that's all I got to say. So yes, you know, and then I'm going to continue to do the same exact steps that I did to the back of the hair. Okay, so we are nearing the end of our styling. This is usually the part time where I put the makeup in the part. Sometimes if the part looks a little too, if it's not like how it looks right now, then I would take my Topic spray and spray it. The only reason I did that for this hair, which I regret, was because I could not I just didn't want to mess up like tracing out the part with the concealer. So I thought that if I sprayed a little bit of the black spray, that it was going to help me trace out my part. But I ended up not liking the look of it at all. I feel like it kind of took away from the naturalness of the part, but my client loved it and it still looked nice. It still looked good, but I just preferred that if I did not spray the black spray this time. But nonetheless, it still looked amazing. I'm just taking my Pump It Up spray just to go ahead and really seal that hair into place. I don't usually like to put, when clients are wearing their hair in its natural state, I usually don't like to put anything besides the mousse and oil on the hair and a little bit of water, just so it doesn't seem hard and crunchy and stuff like that. Like once the mousse is dry, the hair can like break off and be like flowy in its pattern. But here's just some up close views of the hair. As you guys can see, she is melted, she is fried, dyed, and laid to the motherfucking side. Okay.
Pretty bitch, I'm on my pretty girl shit. Didn't have to blow a bag on my pretty girl fit. Had your daddy drop it off. Heard you do a little fit. Hella bit. OMG, she always think that she the shit.